We start with the ATAdatmove console, where you configure your clone server from the top menu bar as your migration event. Then, you begin to configure your event, starting with your target platform type, as shown here. In this migration event, our target platform is a virtual platform V2V Citrix platform, to a virtual Windows server. You achieve this by entering the IP address of the source server and the administrator account information and password you are using to perform the migration as shown here. And select the Next button. At this time, ATAdatmove begins to collect the information you have provided to set up the cloning event, and determine the auto-provisioning requirements. Once the information is gathered, ATAdatmove will ask if you want to automatically create the target system, or does the system already exist that you are moving to. In our example, we selected to automatically provision a virtual Windows server. Then we enter the Citrix's administrator account information and password you are using to perform the auto-provisioning on the Citrix server, along with the IP of the server's location. Next, you will have to provide ATAdatmove with the configuration of what you want to provision on the Citrix server, for example the name of the new server, number of CPUs, RAM, and disk space you want to automatically provision for this migration. Then, the ATAdatmove system uses the information that was provided by the migration engineer or administration professional, to connect the target host platform to begin its provisioning of the target environment and bring the cloning process. This is done directly without any additional setup configurations or involvement of the migration professional. As we see here, the auto-provision process has begun with ATAdatmove, and the system's target environment is being set up during this time. Here, you will notice that a virtual disk between the source and target systems is being created. There is no software loaded on your source system. ATAdatmove takes care of automatically creating based on migration event configuration the migration professional provided. Here, we see the disk partitions being created automatically by ATAdatmove, and the configuration that the migration professional had configured. Once the target system has been automatically provisioned, you can either schedule your job to run within a specific maintenance window unattended, or immediately, based on your company policy. In this example, we will run immediately. By clicking the Start Conversion button, ATAdatmove begins to clone the source to the target automatically from the configuration setup that your migration professional created. ATAdatmove begins to clone the source to the target automatically once it was configured by your migration professional. For time purposes, we have sped up the time sequence of this process, but ATAdatmove has one of the fastest non-hardware transfer speeds available, hitting about 69 to 70% of line speed depending on the resources allocated to the process. This can be throttled to your specific needs also. The process is complete, and the newly cloned virtual Windows server in Citrix is being started for the first time, concluding yet another successful automated migration host migration by ATAdatmove Migration Solution. Once migrated, you are able to leverage your migration investment by keeping this new host backed up or disaster recovery ready using the same solution and technologies, thus leveraging your investment and simplifying your overall tool management. Thank you for considering ATAdatmove for your migration, backup, and disaster recovery. This concludes our demonstration.